Hey everyone, fattest of all thinny TV's Tano here, the internet's busiest music nerd, and today we'll be taking a look at the new Lil Dan official single, Menace Mode. Lil Dan is a new artist in the rap music industry with not a whole lot of public information. Other than his Instagram page where he posted the promotional poster for the single, we really don't get to look at what inspired this track or what made him want to make a single in the first place. But setting all that aside, I do have to give Lil Dan some credibility for trying to kickstart a rap career at this age. Most people wouldn't even be comfortable trying to post a 10-second clip of their face on the internet, and Lil Dan is out here posting a fully fledged out rap song. With that being said, the track itself is nothing to write home about, and I understand that this is his first debut single, but as a music critic, I do have to give my own honest opinion, so that Lil Dan can take my feedback and surprise me with an actually good record. Notice how I said good, because that is what this is completely devoid of. The intro to the song has a sharp synth that pokes in and out at the appropriate timing. I don't really have a problem with this opening, other than the fact that it feels rather empty. But right after this mediocre beginning, you are immediately hit with a slowed down sound effect of a cash register. God, why? Why would you use that? This song isn't even about money. It's about Lil Dan being a menace. So why even put the sound effect in there? What? You're a menace because you have money? Like, what was the goal there? After the confusing stock sound effect, though, we move into the bass instrumental. While it isn't anything to write home about, the instrumental is okay for a first ever debut. It has that very generic beat that you've heard over a million times by now, that has drums, and then it ends off with instead of a cymbal hit, it ends off with a bass hit. Then we move on to Lil Dan's rapping, and good lord is it stale. You could argue that this is his first ever debut on all of my points, completely negating all of it, but most people would try to put, as much effort as they can into their first debut so that it leaves a long-lasting impression on the listener. This track, however, doesn't leave a long-lasting impression. But I'm getting ahead of myself, so let's take a step back. The mixing on this record is so below average that you can barely hear Lil Dan over the instrumental. It sounds like they didn't even try to mix and compile the beats with the vocals to make it a cohesive hearing experience. The chorus on this song is god-awful, with the extremely repetitive "I'm a menace, I'm a menace, I'm a menace" over and over and over again. I'm not a stranger when it comes to repetitive lyricism, but at least make it sound good. If your chorus is going to consist of 3 words, make it at least enjoyable to listen to. I understand that there are some popular songs out there that have little to no words in their choruses, but the instrumentals back it up. The instrumental on this is mediocre, and the vocals are pretty mediocre. The rap is mediocre, so there is nothing to write home about the chorus other than the fact that it's annoying, repetitive, and ugly. Speaking of lyricism, I have never heard more uninspiring, bland, and annoying bars. Finna get litty. Come home and play with her titty. The only titties you're going to be playing with are your own mother's for her milk. Because if your writing is this bad, you're clearly still an infant. And I'm not even going to try to tell you guys the bars where he rhymed the word up at least 3 times, and the bar where he talks about being suspended. It just completely contradicts everything about the song. I mean, you're trying to sound like a menace, and you're talking about getting suspended in high school. There is nothing menacing about that. It just makes you look more like a laughingstock. There are hundreds of points I can pull out of the lyrics and critique, but you have places to be, and I have places to be, and I don't really want to make this review longer than it already is. So, the rest of the song is just Lil Dan stating that he's a menace for the millionth time over and over again. It's really nothing special, and apparently that is supposed to be an outro. It just sort of fades away with the "I'm a menace" line, as if we haven't heard that over and over again. The auto-tune on this track is just hideous. I mean, it sounds like he's voice cracking after every sentence. It just does not sound pleasant at all. Overall, if you do want to listen to the song for yourself, I suggest keeping your expectations way down. And I mean way down. I guess I could see Lil Dan improving on this track and make something good out of it, but he needs a lot of improvement on his rap skills, lyricism, assuming that he made the lyrics himself, and the only thing I can give this record credibility for is that the instrumental was decent. And yeah, that's really it. And the instrumental itself does not carry this song. and does not save how incredibly tone-deaf Lil Dan is. I'm feeling a decent too strong 2 on this track. Transition. Did you give this single a listen? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you rate it? You're the best. You're the best. What should I review next? Hit the like if you like. Please subscribe and please don't cry. Hit the bell as well. Over here next to my head is another video that you can check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. Yothany Soy Squidward Tano, Lil Dan, Menace Mode, forever.